Welcome to the Ammon LID number 2 informational video. This video is intended to explain how the Local Improvement District or LID will work for residents in the Eagle Pointe, Founders Point, and Cottonwood Hills subdivisions. The first question the city is always asked is, how much will fiber cost me? Because residents currently pay for broadband services on a monthly basis, we're going to drill down and show you what it costs on a monthly basis. To start with, it's important to recognize the city has separated the costs into 3 separate and distinct buckets. The first bucket is installation. This is the cost of getting fiber to your home and installing the equipment at both ends to light it up. The second cost is a monthly maintenance and operation expense. This is the cost of powering, operating, maintaining the lines, locating and repairing fiber and equipment to keep your fiber live. The third cost are the services that you want on that fiber. This would include internet, phone, TV, or other retail network services. As we talk about how much fiber will actually cost on a monthly basis, the first bucket was installation. This is a one-time cost, and the current estimate for your area is between $3,000 and $3,500 per property. You have payment options when it comes to how you want to deal with this. You can actually pay the amount in full. It would be due at the time that project is completed. So all of the homes have the installation complete. The final cost or expense for the project is known. It's divided by the number of properties. That would be the amount due. However, if a property owner chooses to, the city has the ability to attach this amount due, that $3,300, to the property at a low interest rate through a bond process, and you can pay it back over 20 years. It's important to remember that this amount that's attached to your property can be paid off at any point if you decide that you want to do that. The most common option is to attach the $3,300 to the property and pay it back over 20 years. This results in a low monthly output to pay back the cost of having fiber installed at your home. Many residents like this option because they will not live in their home for the full 20 years, and it seems reasonable that the new property owner who would purchase it from you would continue to make that payment until such time as that debt is paid off. So let's go back to the monthly costs. How much will it cost? The first is installation. If we use the bond method, it will cost an average of $18.50 a month. This is based on current estimates, but in no case do we expect it to rise above $20 per month. Then we have maintenance and operation. This is paid to the city through the utility fees. So when you come down to the city and you say, I want to start my fiber service, then we begin to bill you $16.50 a month, and you receive a username and password that gives you access to the portal where you can sign up for retail services. So the installation is paid through a property assessment at $18.50 a month, which is really an annual assessment, but it will average out to that amount per month. If we take these two and add them together, we're now at $35 a month. Now we can add services. Services, for our example here, we're going to deal simply with internet. And we're going to assume that you want somewhere between 25 and 100 meg internet service with no data caps. There are packages available through the portal service at $20 a month. So you can expect that basic internet service with no data caps would cost you around $55 a month. Now remember, these are superior fiber optic services. You will receive the bandwidth you've signed up for because it's not shared and there are no data caps. Additionally, you have choices in providers and services. You have options that involve 12-month contracts and options that involve no contract. There are also providers who will give you 1 month free to try their service before you start to pay for the service. What if you don't want to do it today? It's important to remember the opportunity to finance the fiber installation to your property by means of the Local Improvement District will only happen once. That means there are 3 possible outcomes for property owners within LID number 2 today. The first is that there's not enough demand to warrant a project. Now, clearly, we don't expect that to be the case. Currently, in June, we have a demand of around 30 to 35%. What we're looking for to make the project viable is demand in the neighborhood of 50 to 60%, and we believe that understanding the model will cause many residents that have not yet expressed interest to sign up. So, if there's enough interest to move the project forward, there are two options. Doing nothing means your property will receive no fiber. Doing nothing, again, means you will receive no fiber, but you also receive no cost, no consequence. So there's no harm, no foul, as it were. On the other hand, if you do want fiber, you need to complete an opt-in certificate. This will mean that your property does receive a fiber installation, and the resulting cost will be yours to deal with as you choose, either paid at the time of the project completion or rolled up into that bond process and attached to the property, paid through a property assessment, normal taxing process over a period of 20 years. So again, if you don't do it today, bottom line, a property owner can always request fiber installation at a later date in any area where the city has fiber installed. Just remember, the opportunity to finance the cost and attach them to the property will have passed. This means that a property owner requesting fiber after the LID is done will have to pay in full for that installation at the time of installation. So our experience has shown at this point that properties without city fiber in areas where other comparable properties already have that fiber can be difficult to sell. And in fact, we have found some sellers have had to pay the total cost of installation in order to sell the property. The challenge there is it may take the city several months to get to that property and get the fiber installed, which can complicate the process of closing on your property if having fiber becomes a condition for the buyer. Most importantly, remember that this is an investment in your home. National studies have proven that having fiber installed can add $5,437 to the price of a $175,000 home. The national average is actually an increase of 3.1% in the residential property value if you have a municipal fiber installed. And in this case, we are open access, presenting choices in an open market space where we expect to see robust competition. Do you have more questions? Visit ammonfiber.info. We encourage you to take a look there as the city maintains information about future projects, current projects, citywide sign-ups, and there's even a video about the Ammon economic model. So feel free to browse the tabs close to the top of the page. And if you're still not sure, we want you to understand the benefits and make an informed decision. We respect your right as a property owner to say no. We simply don't want you to not understand the decision and hesitate and regret not signing up for fiber. So it's important to us that you understand the consequences. If you're still not sure, seek out and talk with others who have city fiber installed already. Ask them what their experience was and if they'd do it again. Also, you can log into the utility portal at ammonfiber.com using a demo account and see the current offers and packages in terms of services and bandwidth speeds, using COA demo as the username and password. So what do you need to do? Bottom line, if you don't want it, you don't need to do anything. There's no consequence to you. But if you do want it, you must turn in a signed certificate. Opt-in certificates are available at the city office, through your neighborhood champions, or you can download one online. You need to sign it and return it to the city office in order to receive fiber. Do you still have more questions? Well, you can also reach out to one of your neighborhood fiber champions. They can help you as they understand the model very well. Additionally, you can always contact the city for more information. Stop by the main office at 2135 South Ammon Road or call 612-4000 and ask for more information. As a last option, you can always email the Technology Director, Bruce Patterson, at bpatterson@cityofammon.us, and he will answer your questions via email. Is there a sign in your yard? Own your own broadband future? Well, that means you're on track to receive fiber. We place the signs initially when you sign up online, expressing that initial interest. As we move forward with the construction process and individuals turn in opt-in certificates, We will maintain the signs in the yard or add them if you don't have one. Those that do not complete their paperwork will see their sign disappear as we start construction. That sign in your yard is an indicator to you and to us that you're on track to receive fiber at your home. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Again, it's in our best interest that you remain informed about the Ammon fiber system. So we appreciate you taking the time to view this video. We look forward to continuing to work with you as we all strive to own our broadband future. Thank you.